Myelin basic protein. Karen is a 26-year-old female who used to be very active up until a year ago. She has quit her daily exercising routine due to painful muscle spasms, tremors in her legs, and numbness in her left arm. These symptoms would last anywhere from days to weeks at a time. After she stopped exercising, she noticed dizziness, balance problems, and memory loss. Later throughout the year, she's seen these symptoms became worse. If you were to diagnose Karen, what would her diagnosis be and what tests would you run? Karen is diagnosed with a rare autoimmune disease called multiple sclerosis, or MS for short. There are two types of MS, one which is more aggressive and harder to treat, then there is a slower, more gradual form of MS. Karen was diagnosed with the aggressive form, and the picture below shows a woman who has suffered from the slower form of MS, and what most people probably think of when they think of a person with MS. The tests that were done on Karen were blood tests and a spinal tap. Other tests that may be used are an eye exam and an MRI scan of the brain and the spinal cord. MS is an autoimmune disease that attacks the nervous system. This is one of four main molecules that makes up the protein that attacks an individual's nervous system. In a healthy individual, the axon is covered by a myelin sheath or Schwann cells. These cells protect the nerve impulses traveling from the brain and the spinal cord throughout the body and creates a faster action potential for the nerve impulses. However, in an individual that has MS, their immune system creates antibodies to destroy the Schwann cells that protects the nerves of the brain and spinal cord. The IZGL protein, along with three others, attacks the Schwann cells and deteriorates them, leaving an exposed axon, interrupting nerve signals and eventually stopping the nerve signals from traveling throughout the body. The myelin basic protein's main function is that it is essential to the myelination of nerves. By creating the myelination around the nerves, it allows the Schwann cells to form and protect the nerve impulses. The myelin basic protein plays a role in the stabilization of Schwann cells and the myelin sheath shown in this diagram. This is also another diagram showing how the nerve impulses are slowed and interrupted because of the damaged myelin sheath. Once the nerve is exposed, the body then goes on to attack the nerve itself. This is what makes MS typically a more chronic autoimmune disease because it is considered a long process. However, the more aggressive form of MS is harder to understand and treat because it happens on a much quicker scale compared to the slower MS. There is ongoing research for both forms for individuals who suffer from this autoimmune response. There are many forms of treatment for those with slow and aggressive MS. One of the newer treatments is a stem cell transplant for those with slower form of MS. For Karen, with the aggressive MS, she should talk to her doctor and document all the types of symptoms she has been having so they can find the best form of long-term treatment for her. MS is a chronic autoimmune disease that is still considered totally uncurable as of right now. Hopefully, with expanding technology, we can find a cure to the more aggressive type of MS. Stem cell transplants have shown a lot of success for those who have the degenerative MS. Even though researchers have made progress, there is still a long ways to go. For those who suffer from MS, the outcomes of their lives varies. Even though this disease is chronic, people affected by MS can expect to have the same life expectancy or close to that of an individual who does not suffer from MS.